Alright guys, we've been talking about this draft, this upcoming selection, the possibility of martial law before the election, the possibility of either the Second Amendment, the Second American Revolution, or Civil War happening at the time of the election. This is all possibilities. We also talked about rights, gun rights, the way that people are getting their rights taken away, even though everybody has a inalienable right to arms. People have their rights taken away on a daily basis. They might have got their rights taken away just because somebody had an argument with their spouse. They took their rights away. It doesn't have to be, you know, that somebody beat somebody up or anything like that. If you have a heated argument with a spouse, oh, no more gun rights for you. Gone forever. That's not right. It's actually illegal. And here's another thing. People that got a felony charge, by the way, I'm not a felon or anything. I'm just sticking up for people, right? Because it's right. It's right to stick up for people. Now, I got a good friend of mine. He had a felony charge on him. That's right. Heck of a guy. Straight as an arrow. Doesn't do drugs. Doesn't do nothing out of the ordinary. Heck of a good guy. Does everything. He's a veteran. Yet, he ain't got no guns to defend himself against all enemies, foreign and domestic, because he had a felony charge against him years ago. Right? It doesn't make sense to me. It shouldn't make sense to you. It shouldn't make sense to anybody. They do it in order to get the guns out of people's hands. It's just another way that they chip away at people's rights. Okay? The Constitution does not forbid somebody who committed a felony from having a gun, or somebody having an argument with their wife or husband from having a gun. The Constitution does not forbid that. Okay? We've hit this. The reason why I'm talking about this stuff is we're talking about our rights being chipped away, and about the tyranny that the government has been using on the people, and about the court cases that have been coming up. The Supreme Court doesn't have a right to judge whether something is constitutional or unconstitutional. They're not there to interpret the Constitution. That is a fallacy. They're not there. The Supreme Court is not there to interpret the Constitution. The Supreme Court is there to uphold the Constitution. That is a huge difference. Okay? It's a huge difference. You're either going to uphold the Constitution and protect people's rights, or you're not. And that's why I am very against the court. Very against the court. Because they never do what's right. They never do what's right. They got the NFA, right? NFA, that's the first one. Then they had the Gun Control Act of 1968, and then they Frank Lautenberg enacted the Lautenberg Amendment against people who had a domestic dispute. So all that stuff is to take the guns out of the people's hands. Just start using your head. Just stop thinking about this as, oh, that's a good thing, that's a good thing, those are bad people, you know what? Tell that to my buddy, who's a former veteran, and he will give me the shirt off of his back. Tell that to him. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Right. one of the founding fathers said, no free man shall ever be debarred the use of arms. This is the problem we have, folks. We have a problem. This government is tyrannical and they rule us. They don't listen to us. We do not elect them. They are rulers and tyrants. All of them. All of them. It's time to start over. This document gives us the right to start over. Mr. Potato Head said recently, well, yeah, you go ahead and try it. You go ahead and try it. You know what? I'm your Huckleberry. I'm ready. I'm waiting. Stop talking, Potato Head. Bring it. Because I got 280 million friends. 280 million friends. I guarantee you that it is most of the population of this country is sick and doggone tired of all of this crap. And we are ready. Bring it. Bring it. Because we're tired. Right? Bring it. That's the way we need to do it. We just need to get it on. So, they're ruining everything on purpose in this country. They're trying to turn this country into a communist dictatorship. They've been doing it. They've screwed the money system. The money system is almost completely gone. Taxed the crap out of everybody for everything. Made it to where nobody can hardly make ends meet to live. Is that what you want? Is that what you want out of life? Man. I'm ready for the revolt. Bring it on, baby. Oh yeah. Ready. So, talk about this belt kit I've been setting up. I stuffed a few of these pouches with t-shirts and things, you know, because it ain't got nothing in it yet. It ain't even complete yet. Just to give you an idea of what it's looking like, right? So I've got this Marine Corps war belt. It's got one of these nice new buckles on it, you know. Yeah. So that looked good. And it's very well designed and made. Very easy to adjust compared to the old school ones from a long time ago. Like my first one in there. And then I got me one of these Pals Molly conversion things, right? I don't know. I don't even know what they call those things. You know, I'm not up on all that. Anyway, I'm going to be building my suspenders. I'm just waiting on 4 pieces of hardware. Just 4 little tri-glide olive green buckles. Very compliant, by the way. I'm waiting on those. I've got the webbing. I'm going to sew the webbing up in the next few days. And so anyway, let me put this on here so you can get a gander at it. Right? So, I kind of tightened it up a bit. It's not real tight because I want to be able to adjust it here soon when I get the suspenders done. Right? So I'll have some olive green suspenders to go with it that I'm going to be building myself. I really like the M1956s, but it's a crapshoot in the mail. You know, if you say, hey, I'd like that, you know, they send them to you in the mail and you get them and they're either wore out or rotted or something wrong. You never can tell. It'd be nice to be able to see some in person. But anyway, I'm going to make some provisionally, and if I run across some M1956s, I'll pick them up and exchange them out, sort them out, whatever. So, what I got here is I found these tiger stripe pouches. They're 1,000 denier. I prefer 1,000 denier in pouches because they get beat up a good bit. And 1,000 denier, as I talked about before, that's really the creme de la creme that you want for pouches. And anything that's going to be, you know, in pretty adverse conditions for a long time, right? So, anyway, got these power bar pouches. I got 6 of them. I got 4 on this belt rig provisionally. So I put 2 here, right here, right? And then I got a space for a knife. This will change a little bit because I'm not done yet, you know, because you get, I'm still waiting on a couple other pouches that haven't got here yet. So anyway, I got pouches along the back. Got 5 general purpose pouches. The canteen here, the canteen here. And then I got 3 in the middle that are just general purpose. And each of these have 2 small pouches on the outsides. This buckle is a YKK buckle, believe it or not. I looked it up. It's a very compliant buckle. These buckles, I don't know what they are. They never said on the, you know, when I got them, but on these power bar pouches. There's 2 more power bar pouches. I got 2 more, so I got a total of 6 power bar pouches. I've got a couple of light machine gun pouches. Those should be coming. Hopefully they'll be as good as these. And then I'm going to mix stuff up. I'm thinking about trying to get myself some 1000 denier tiger stripe material and making myself a nice butt pack. Alright, rather than use all of these GP pouches on the back. I like to have just a butt pack, right? Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about, and this is what I'm in the middle of as far as my own kit goes for my spring and summer, you know, setup. What else? Well, today it's been raining a lot. I had a bunch of other crap to do earlier today, so I didn't get to do any videos this morning. I was busy. And then tomorrow I got more stuff to do with vegetables. I may have time Tuesday to continue on with the Minuteman series. I may have time Tuesday to start continuing on with the Minuteman series. I just might. But I wanted to talk about all of this nonsense with the draft and what it could mean. You know, I mean, the injection, they didn't kill off enough people yet. People are dying too slow. But that's depopulation is the object, right? So, well, let's throw as many as we can at a third world war. Depopulate some more, right? Then quite possibly Second American Revolution coming up, right? Yeah. So this is kind of what we're looking at. You know, and then we got all these attacks on the Second Amendment. We've had attacks on the First Amendment, including in people's videos and stuff. We've had attacks daily for years on the Second Amendment. We have had people that have had their rights stripped daily. Even, you know, you have a police officer or you have a guy in the military, he gets into an argument with his wife, and the next thing you know, boom. Well, take all his guns. We're going to use this little technicality to disarm this person. That's one more in the bag. One more person disarmed. So they're stepping on everybody's rights. You know, if you have a heated argument with your wife or your husband, doesn't matter if you're your wife or husband, but usually they like to persecute the husband, right? They like to haul him off to jail because, you know, generally speaking, it's a woman's world, believe it or not. They point the finger and they say something, automatically you're guilty. It happens. And if any ladies are out there and they get offended, well, I'm sorry, but that's really kind of the way it is these days. You know, we got this satanic feminist movement. Yeah. Alright, we'll get back to you. We'll start back with the Minuteman videos. And I'll see you there.